original plan for this week was to go backpacking, but with the heat wave, that didn't seem like a good idea. Why not instead go hide from the heat underground? Why not go explore Mammoth Cave National Park? A way to escape the heat and my second national park in a row. Living in this area, I've been to Mammoth Cave several times, but today I'm exploring it like never before. So the exciting part about today is that I'm not just taking a walking tour, I'm taking a crawling tour. So we're gonna be, going through narrow passageways and fitting through holes and stuff. So I'm excited about that. The thing is, I looked online and it's $80 for an adult ticket, but $40 if you have an access pass. I ordered online, I called to make sure, what do I do? Because I can only put in for an adult ticket and I want to buy the access pass ticket. And they said, well, you can get a refund when you go pick up your ticket. And so today I did, and they said that is just for if you have an access pass as in senior or disabled, not just if you have an America the Beautiful pass. So honestly, a little bit upset about that. $80 for one day activity is more than I would normally spend, but there's nothing I can do about it now, so I'm just trying to be like, okay, and just make the best out of today that I can. Another cool thing is that my parents are here with me. They're not going on the crawling tour, unfortunately. They didn't really feel like that. They're gonna have their own tour, and then we're gonna meet up later.
We're gonna do the Cedar Sink Trail.
And my wife used to work for an organization that promoted that.
This is where rivers used to flow, dissolving out the layers of limestone. It's a limestone cave dissolved out by groundwater.
All right, if you will, go ahead and turn your headlamp on. Make sure it's got that right spot.
Calcium sulfate. It is softer than your fingernail. And we ask that you be aware that your helmet isn't just scraping the ceiling.
It was a little rough for an old man like me. I did it all myself.
Well, we'll scramble over some rocks and then we'll walk a little bit, but then it will eventually get back down to hands and knees. And then it will get down to almost like an army crawl. And then maybe at one point you're actually just going to be on your belly, just kind of scooting a little bit at the very, very end to scoot out of something. Is everybody feeling okay? Is anybody like in panic mode right now? It's like, what am I doing?
Nah, that's awesome.
Everybody good? Okay. Ready to continue on then?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep moving.
Good.
Little pigeon. They had part of morning clothes, so they couldn't get up to the platform. Your girlfriend do stuff like this, but she didn't have to go to work.
You did the intro cave one.
Yeah.
The 3 hours originally. You like the coach.
And I just made a passion fruit ice cream.
All right, here we go.
So we're going to go through this little hole right here, and you'll probably get about 25, 30 feet into it, and there's a fork. You're gonna go to your right, your left, I'm sorry. You're gonna go to your left, yeah, going that way. Or is it right, Bruce? I can't remember.
It's left.
Yeah, so you're gonna veer to the left, and then there's a little pit, and you'll kind of skirt around it to the right. And then once you keep on going about another 20, 30 feet, there's one more fork, last fork, and
It's kind of up and
Up
back
to the
over
right.
yourself a little bit.
up
yeah.
to the right.
Up to the right, and you sort of double back.
Yeah. So you got that?
We're getting lost in the
It's a straight shot.
We are on our little lunch break because it's a all-day tour, so we're getting a little break. And so far, it's so much fun to be down here, be exploring this cave. It is very physically strenuous, though. When we were going through the second passageway, the second crawl, that was called the hellhole, and it was very physically demanding. I was like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna do this? Because you're just army crawling for so long. My tummy feels kind of not like eating just because I'm so, I'm in the middle of hard exercise, but having so much fun. So glad to be here. I brought a sandwich that was in my pack for our little lunch break. Got kind of misshapen though, being all squished in there. I love that. Cave bathroom.
day I don't think there was enough water to jump in. Too shallow. On the other hand, same beach. So it's like you get the best of both worlds.
That is so cool.
It's supposed to be like tail end.
So outside, we're under a valley, and water's flowing off the ridges down into these valleys, and there's no sandstone calc-rock, so water's leaking in vertically, creating vertical caves. This is also where some of the cave researchers can find upper passageways. Believe it or not, they will climb these. Or they're in a passageway at the top and they will rappel these and find these passageways below. If you look up, I don't really see a passage up there. So you may say, yeah, we're good to go. Let's go look somewhere else. All you had to do was a 180. Turn around and look up. It keeps going.
Watch out, that's uneven.
Trip. Like 3 hours from
They thought they were in these areas for the very first time. They thought nobody else had ever been here. And actually, that last spot we just stopped, they got to that room and found a set of footprints in the floor and the name scratched on the rock in the middle. But they named it Beckys Alley, Lightest Pass, after the people that were on that next group that were out there mapping it. Just long story short, they've been beaten there by someone, but they never told them about it. So if you discover something cool, tell people, or else years later people are going to come along and name it after themselves.
Where he's taking you, you're going to start to see more. A couple of places where we actually have to climb over
Oh man. Oh gosh, we just gotta jump.
You can either hop down this one, or if you're not comfortable with that, I can give you a knee to.
Oh gosh. I guess I can jump. Okay.
One time we'll break her jumping.
One.
Oh, you're forward momentum if you need it. There
Thank
you go.
you.
No problem. Okay, hop down, or I can give you a little bit of what you're on. That's Spider-Man.
This one gets almost there.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not letting him in. Maybe he says, I'm sorry, sir, but this is a fine establishment. You have to have a collared shirt and tie on.
I've been using a protractor and a ruler to draw it all out, to scale, and draw a plan view, like we eliminate from the top. Profile. Everybody, there's a little handle up above you. You can winch and grab the hold of it.
Oh gosh. You want to go first? Sure, I'll come out.
Sometimes I'll
Yeah, what town is it?
Yeah, but now I can appreciate a nice sleeping pad.
This is where most of the drip scan formations are in the cave. So the wild cave tour, we kind of just get to overlap all those other tours, all rolled into one.
Check that out.
Oh my gosh. It's a big old spider. Oh, shit. It's so hot out here. That was so fun. I'm so glad I did that tour. I think the hardest part physically, just always being crouched down and having to crane my neck up. Like, there were some tough moments. The hell hole, the second crawl was probably the worst of it. And it feels so good to have, you know, gotten all that exercise and really experienced the cave. I've been to Mammoth Cave so many times, done so many tours, and it's cool to learn that information, but being in the cave and just experiencing it hands-on, the challenge of it, that was awesome. And now we're sitting next to a dinosaur.
Cool, Maddie. Mm-hmm. Nowhere. Sometimes checks.
That's right, the bigger the better.
On the way back to Louisville, we're stopping by Flywheel Brewery. I got the hazy IPA, which is called Juicy Lucy. And it is delicious. It is very juicy, maybe peachy. And I'm so happy just to chill and catch up with my parents. They were hiking an above ground trail and went on a self-guided tour in the caves, and just what a good day. Woohoo. Thank y'all for coming along with me. Let me know what you want to see next. Thanks for being a part of the adventure.